Winter is here.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. We just started watching Game of Thrones 11 years after it was released. We are those people.
Yeah, we held off 11 years. Do you know, like, I can't even. Anyway, moving on.
Welcome back. We're at the boot sales. Woo woo. It is getting colder, so boot sales are ending.
People look wrapped up.
Our extras, like what I call extra boot sales. So you have the staple morning boot sales, and then you have like the extra like afternoon fun ones.
Ironically, this one we're actually watching right now goes on like every day apart from on Christmas Day.
But it doesn't.
You're right.
It says it's open every Sunday apart from Christmas. But no one comes, so then it's open, but it's not open.
I think the only one which is like after kind of the summer official kind of, the summer one's closed, the only one which is really kind of really busy is the few weeks before Christmas, and I guess that's people generally kind of clearing stuff out before Christmas, maybe making some extra cash like before Christmas hits, you know what I mean?
The Q4 buzz. But we keep going, but it's pretty much, I when the extras start closing, I categorise that the end of boot sale season, as in there'll be very hit and miss whether we go or not, based on weather, based on like, you know, that the people are turning up or whatever, you know.
Bethany goes into deep dark depression when
I
this
don't
happens.
actually.
No, you don't.
I really enjoy going to boot sales, but do you know what? Controversially,
You're a Chazza gal.
it's not my thing.
What's your thing?
Oh, I do like boot sales. I actually am really hardcore flea market.
Yeah, you are.
I love a flea.
And there's just not enough of them though, is there?
I love a vintage. I love looking around vintage. I love looking around antiques. I love looking around old stuffs.
That's why she likes me, I think.
And then you find like fun little like
Oh,
gems.
there's a Nintendo 64 we just passed, but that guy is a trader.
A trader.
Bad boy.
They lure you in with their boxes.
Show me your N64. Was it fluttering your eye? Fluttering your eyelid? I won't even go there.
Fluttering your eyelashes.
In a reselling kind of way.
What N64s?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a cheap N64.
I don't think anyone would really. I would. 100%.
I'm not a gaming reseller per se, but I do like a retro game or two.
Whenever I see any scales, I think of ABL.
Yes. Yeah. We've learned a lot from scales from that man.
Well, I've never bought any, and I don't think I ever will. But
I've still learned a lot.
Yeah, if I would, I know all my knowledge comes from ABL.
100%.
Puzzles. Let's talk puzzles. Do you know what? Love puzzles. No, I don't at all. But there is one brand of puzzles, the Wentworth wooden puzzles, which are absolute flames. That's bids.
Like fire getting higher and higher.
That's bids. Yeah.
How did you know that?
Do you know what? I found one the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I found one. It was like 50p at a trash shop. And it was a St. David's Castle Cathedral in Wales, which is hilarious because obviously Austin is like, you know, deep in the Welsh game. And
I'm Welsh.
and I did the puzzle. It's a wooden puzzle and it has whimsical shapes in it, and there are no straight sides.
Say that one more time.
Whimsical shapes. Yep. There are no straight sides. Anyway, I did the puzzle. The puzzle was good. It was fantastic. So Wentworth puzzles.
This fleece I'm looking at here, the Yamaha, we've sold not that at all. That's super dry. Come on, show us. There you go. Right, that thing there, all the Yamaha branded stuff seems to go really well. I think we sold, it wasn't a fleece like this, it was like more of like a nylon padded jacket we sold
well, I've
before.
added comps, that's a fleece, but then also like the coats and the like gilets do well as well, if you can get them at good prices.
Yeah.
But then I took us over to Depop, because I know that at the moment, racing stuff's really cool with Depoppers, like as in cool kids.
So I knew stuff like that was more expensive. Yeah, leathers and the kind of like the more bombers. However, I didn't realise the fleeces, if I'm honest, went for so much. Like I just saw like 50 or 60 quid.
I think
that was high.
People buy the fleeces when they don't want to wear, because me personally, I couldn't wear one of those big leathers because they're unflattering. They're not flattering to every body
So if you want to
shape.
represent, you want one of those jackets. Yeah, fair. All right.
I'm pretty sure they're going to start naming it soon, like Biker Core.
Yeah.
No, because Bikers call like motor racing core.
Motorcore? No, because that could be anything, couldn't it?
It has to be racing.
These are actually the conversations we have in life, guys. Sorry to take away from the video.
But they are really good, and if you can pick them up, even little t-shirts and things like that, they are seeming to do really well on Depop.
Off the top of my head, I think that one was 10 or 15. I think it was probably 15. But if I'm honest, I probably should have picked it up, thinking it was that much. I didn't actually think the fleece went for that much. Once again, no, that's not a sold, in fairness. That is like what someone's put up for.
Sold.
That was a sold. The Depop.
I only put solds
the
in.
Depop was a sold.
Oh yeah, but the Depop wasn't. But the sold was from eBay. That was an eBay sold 65.
How much?
65.
Oh, fair enough.
This is a Vivi. This is Vivian Westwood. Nice little stamp there. This is nude. Nude's probably the worst colour of pre-owned items to pick up because it just dies.
This is also a outlet item. You can kind of tell by the inside the way the stamp is and blah blah blah. But it's really, to be honest, the corners are not in the best of shape. By the same token, it is something you can kind of make look a lot better than it is.
Well, it's interesting because I worked for Vivian for a short amount of time, but I've included a full price comp. This is obviously new season. They've changed the orb a little bit. That's 210. But if you go to
this was £2
I went to Depop and they're going used about 30 quid for this style
in the patent leather. And
now, that's fine. If you can get them cheap, I would just flip them cheap, 25 to 30 quid with noticeable wear. But if yours is in really good condition, do push those comps because that is too low for something that retail for £210.
Specifically in nice condition.
Yeah.
I
obviously, that one wasn't in the best. But people do have wonderful magic hands and they do dye them and restore them. So it just depends what you want to do with it in the end.
I'll be honest, generally I wouldn't have picked it up normally, but for £2, I wasn't going to leave it there.
Oh, no, don't be silly. This is a Chanel vintage atomizer. Atomizers are the ones where basically you can take the whole insides out and change the bottle. This one is designed for your handbag.
That's why it's called a Le Sac.
Le Sac. We picked this one up. That bag was actually full of loose ones, and to be honest, on reflection, you could have done a bundle. However, this is my listing. However, box they seem to be going for about 45 to 50, hence my price, and less so with just that's a sealed one. Less so with just the lipstick capsule itself. However, she wanted £5 for all of them, as in all of them singly.
Yes, they were £5 each.
I might as well buy the one with the box.
Yeah, and to be honest, we could have probably picked it up and made some good money on them. But once again, I just like to buy items which are the best of the bunch. So, for example, a load of loose ones compared to one boxed, the same amount of money. I'll just take that. And
to be honest with you, they don't go for as much as the glass bottles.
I just noticed that they were dead stock Ascot from the 90s. Well played. Go on, sorry.
They don't go for as much as the empty glass bottles.
No, for sure.
I don't know if it's a long sell, but it's not a sell I necessarily want to put my time into. However, these I will put my time into for the rest of the time. There's box shoes there. There's some Geigers and I think there's some Bromleys.
And there's a pair of pins.
And these are some wedged boots in their box. Right, cool. Brogued front, wedged, high. I was going to say they're high, but they're high. The brand High. Now, the brand High is really interesting. We pay £4 for these boots. The brand High is really interesting. It's called High by Claire Campbell. And if you're searching it on eBay, you might want to put in High Everyday Couture.
Oh, cool.
But she has lots of different strands to the brand. So there's High Tech, there's High Use, there's High Everyday. But it's High by Claire Campbell. These are really nice boots. They're not known for particularly. I just sold a dress for 115 used. But they have a few on their website, and I will include comps from the website in a minute. But because they're not really known for them and they don't make an abundance of them, there's not actually a huge amount of comps for them.
Yeah, it's more so clothing and stuff,
so you can set your own price when it comes to that. That item, I believe.
We actually sold a dress literally a couple of days. Oh, there you go.
690.
That's for Chelsea boots.
That was the closest I could find to our boot, and it's completely
it's a leather
different.
Boot.
But
it is.
It's a leather boot that they have in stock at the moment, just to show you what retail is.
On the flip side, I doubt these boots were £4 retail. Do you know what I mean? They were up there price wise.
They
anyway.
have been worn. They do need a bit of leather conditioning, and they will need a bit of stuffing and whatnot. But I would expect a comfortable £200 back from them personally.
For £4. The other thing I would say as well is that's just a classic example of, I'd love to say I saw them a mile off, blah blah blah. I just saw a real nice quality leather boot. I picked it up, then noticed the hardware obviously had the High logo. It's not it's not rocket science. It's not a science to this. It's just knowing quality product. And when you see it, they could have been River Island. They could have been a really nice pair of leather boots from River Island. They looked nicer than that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying if you know quality, eventually you'll start picking these things up without thinking about it, and it'll just be the case of one day they'll happen to have a real high-end logo or name on the hardware, and that's just it.
Yeah, and to be honest, high street brands like, like Hobbs and LK Bennett, they are producing better quality leather, but it's just not quite there yet. But
And that's not to knock it, don't get me wrong.
no,
They
no.
have real nice quality leathers. But like, once again, luxury is called luxury for a reason.
Nice knees.
Thank you. I actually edited this. It was so surprising I left that in. But there you are. There's something
I'm
for everyone in
surprised
this
you're
video.
wearing shorts.
This was like, what, a week ago? A week and a half ago, something like that. So the fact that I was wearing shorts, I'm that person that will wear shorts until he has to wear jeans again. And I'm back in the jean mode now, so...
I'm like a full winter baby.
The whole time?
The whole time. Summer's really hard for me because I only wear black and I just get really hot all the time.
Yep.
Boot sales, back to boot sales. There's a lot of kids' toys in this one. There's a lot of what I call honest sellers in terms of it is people selling their stuff, but you also get a lot of traders. It's a very 50-50 one. This is Cheddar for anyone who doesn't know. Does that make sense? It's very
See, this is a trader who sells pre-owned stuff, or like nearly new. That's a cool trainer book. I didn't see that when I was there. These were apparently Ray-Bans, but they weren't. Put them back pretty quickly. But yeah, there's some Dr. Martens on the table. There's some few items, but once again, this is a trader who sells new or nearly new items. Knows what's good, knows what's bad. The price aren't bad at all. I can't knock them, but just nothing for us necessarily,
And he also gave Lil some gloves because she had cold hands.
Yeah, so I don't know if you'll ever see this, but if he does, thank you very much. That was really cute.
Next up is this. It is Cotton Traders. I don't pick up Cotton Traders. There's money in Cotton Traders if, bread and butter stuff, but I don't particularly like picking up. Do you like picking up?
Not at all. But you actually pointed this out to me, and as soon as I saw it was Budweiser.
Well, Budweiser, it's like a Depop thing, isn't it? People love the vintage Budweiser and that sort of stuff.
Big time.
So I picked it up. It was only like £1, wasn't it?
I noticed this when I was editing. That chair there is Tommy Bahama. Like, all the
No way.
Yeah, ignore the shoes, they're nothing. It was just me checking them. But I thought that was really cool.
That's probably worth quite a bit of money,
I think he was sat in it though.
Oh, we've done that a lot of times.
Do you remember I tried to buy someone's one? You're going to say
this one time someone took off their Nike Shocks just to rest their feet in the summer, and Austin picked them up to buy. The poor woman had no shoes on her feet, and he was trying to buy them off her feet.
I never felt so awkward in my entire life.
This is a Cowboys jumper, 1997 Dallas Cowboys American football, if you do not know.
On a Hanes
It's
tag.
in a really good condition though. It was an extra large, but it was massive.
You nearly swore then, didn't you?
I did nearly
Bad
swear, yeah.
girl.
It was massive.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like that kind of vintage boxy shape too. It also sold already for £45.
On Vinted.
Who knew you could sell on Vinted? Obviously, that would be my own item.
Yeah, that is my personal item that I bought for my own use and
This
wearing.
is for educational purposes only.
You were picking up all the sports thing there, and that was a Mercedes-Benz T-shirt for anyone who wondered. Did you wonder?
I didn't wonder.
Oh no, okay, fine.
Do you ever watch these back and like totally forget some of these items, as in that we bought or we didn't buy?
No, I generally remember everything, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. This was cool. Once again, Yamaha again. It was a very Yamaha-based boot sale. These can go for for a few quid. It just depends what you're picking them up for. This was really nice condition too. A lot of them have kind of, most hats, they just get kind of beaten up. But as you can see, it's kind of neat. I think it's almost new, if not new. I asked how much it was. I'm pretty sure they said a £5, I want to say. Yeah, he just said £5. I'm a lip reader, you see. And yeah, so they can go for anything between about 20, 25, possibly 30. How much is that? 10?
That one's listed for 10.
Oh, there you go then.
I was just letting you talk until you saw it.
Cool. Thank you very much for that. But I've seen them go for a lot more than that specific
I think
hat.
it depends what it is, and I think what platform you use once again. I think if you put that on Depop, you probably would be more successful with it.
Yeah, maybe.
These are sandals. These are Miu Miu sandals. They were £5 of my finest English money.
They're not worth £5. You paid £5.
No, they're men's, which you don't see a lot of Miu Miu men's, if I'm honest. So I was quite excited about that. They're probably about a size 9, I reckon. Like a gladiator sandal in leather. There are 2 of them, which always helps the cause.
Which are actually very in, I want to say, if I was sounding like my
Funny
mum.
enough, we bought this from the same person we bought the Vivienne Westwood purse for, but she didn't have them out.
No, she didn't. We went back past. That's true.
Isn't that great?
The leather on this is lovely. The buckles are nice. It's just a nice thing. And the size, actually, you don't find a lot of men's high end.
Yeah, I just said that. Miu Miu, for anyone who doesn't know, is the sister brand of
Prada. Who knew that?
And there are a couple listed, 225 on Vestiaire, and there's another pair for £289. So
Just to clarify, none of those are our listings, are they?
oh no, that's just other listings, which is great. It's helpful for us. Some more car-based memorabilia.
Yeah, this vintage Jaguar coat. Once again, we've sold a few of these. This was kind of like half cord as well. It was really cool. But that once again, I think it was 20 quid. Was it 20
20 quid, but
yeah.
that's listed for 85.
So even at 50, it's probably you could do it. At that point, once again, I think some of this car stuff is really coming back, kind of price wise. This is a rip off, knockoff, whatever you want to call, fake. It's a bad fake actually of a Christian Louboutin bag. They do bags. Yes, it's a shock. They're usually red inside. They're not all red inside, but most of them are. They do very well, but that was a knockoff, as I say. So I guess it is what it is.
That Jaguar jacket though had a really nice corduroy top. I will say that was in very nice condition.
Lovely.
So if you a tenner, I would have
once again 100% because of the. It was heavy. It was nice. It wasn't just like a cheapy nylon thing. I'm saying,
Yeah, coat season. I really want to get into coats heavy now. It sounds really weird, but
yeah.
I haven't been picking up because they're really bulky. These are some Hunter cropped wellies.
These are cool.
They're a size ladies 8, so that would be. But they're narrow, so I would say a 7.
How much are they, please?
I think they're meant to be a unisex 8, but they're small. That's what I'm trying to say.
They're small, you mean they're big?
Yeah.
No, they come up small. They're narrow.
I was going to say otherwise, if you're a lady 7, as my nan would say, you can wear big socks.
Thank you, though.
Is that a thing?
You could. You're only £30 for them. Lil's got a pair on actually, little pink ones. Look cute. She wanted £30 for them, which is fair. They are brand new and boxed, so I can't hate. I can only appreciate, but not for us. Personally,
one thing I don't know a huge amount about, I know like obviously I know the basic numbers and the waist and stuff, but I don't know a lot about Levi's. And I follow a guy, I might actually put him on Instagram at some point, a Japanese chap who is like massive into denim and kind of basically gives you every kind of year and every size and every style and the differences, which is amazing. I'm currently learning about all that stuff, so
get back to you on that one.
We'll put that on Instagram at some point.
We might find a pair of 1880s buckle back
jeans. That happened recently, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not a Louis Vuitton bag at all. I just wanted to show you for the purpose of the video. There's so many things wrong with this without being a total you-know-what. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's bad. It's a bad fake. The guy said, obviously, as you heard, that it's original and authentic.
He would be mistaken.
Yeah, and he wanted £50 for it too, which is even worse. So
bargain.
Yeah, sweet.
And that's it for this boot sale. Will we be back? Will we be back soon?
Well, I'd hope so. Do you want to be back?
I would hope so. I mean, it's kind of what we do, isn't it?
Let's be back.
Happy hunting.
Bye.